Well, he's the owner of the consensus best knockout of 2018 against Chan Sung Jung. That came with 1 second to go in the 5th and final round. Yair Rodriguez back on the proving ground tonight.
Yair Rodriguez is a guy that since winning the Ultimate Fighter Latin America has earned five Performance of the Night bonuses in 7 fights. Every time that he fights, it's very exciting. He's very skilled. He can do it all. He went out to Chicago after the show, lived with Izzy Martinez, learned wrestling, learned to speak English, just developed an overall game of mixed martial arts to put himself in a position where he could one day fight for a UFC championship.
And it's fortunate that he was able to work out his differences with the UFC, because one thing I will say without a doubt, he deserves to be in the biggest show in the sport, and Yair Rodriguez very much a factor here in this featherweight division. Yair Rodriguez. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so here he is right now at present, the best we have to offer at 145 pounds, the undisputed featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And you want to talk about a championship performance as betting underdog. A lot of people look at Rafael dos Anjos back in the day against Showtime Pettis. How about what Volkanovski did in outclassing Max Holloway to realize UFC gold? And he's just starting to put it all together. So it's a scary proposition for the rest of this featherweight division to think just how good this Volkanovski could be now, having made those improvements since winning the belt against him.
Let's get that money.
All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Yair El Pantera Rodriguez. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, featherweight unification bout. Alexander Volkanovski and the interim champion, Yair Rodriguez. Dominic Cruz is fond of saying Rodriguez is one of one. You go way back to the Ultimate Fighter with El Pantera, and there is no point of comparison for this guy on this entire list.
No, he's a different guy. Yair Rodriguez is not the guy that you saw before. It was a star-making performance against Josh Emmett to become the interim champion. And if he fights like that, it would seem as he can fight anyone in the world. He has a big challenge ahead of him, because Alexander Volkanovski is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. In my opinion, Yair has a massive chance tonight. Let's see if he can cash in. What a nasty flying knee to the head.
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. That shot blocked by Rodriguez. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. The moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Yair Rodriguez. Side control now. Working from the top here. Pretty good ground and pound here by Volkov.
Great shot from the top position. It looks like some swelling is forming after that ground and pound strike land.
Oh, big ground strikes continue to land. Might be a submission attempt here, Champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Volkanovski's has got full mount now. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Oh, Volkanovski's in half guard now. Print the shirts, ground and pound. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack it.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
Yep, got to be very careful there. It's hard to watch him target that same...
Takes his back. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Volkanovski. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Rodriguez getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes.
Good work, guys. Come on.
Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy. Top guy has moved into a position where he can finish the fight. He just needs to make sure that the trap he has set is still tended to so that the guy doesn't escape. Beautiful ground and pound, and that will cut him.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Volkov. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Might get the TKO here.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Volkanovski's back to the side control now. Rodriguez's cheek is just leaking blood all over the octagon. That gash is absolutely terrible. I might have even caught his jawbone in there. I'm not so sure. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician.
Let's get this fight.
All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Fighter lands a jab. Countering with the jab here, blocked by Yair Rodriguez. Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's thigh, beating his leg up. That one was clean, straight punch.
Rodriguez is tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time, and you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim.
Great block there.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
All right, so a nice takedown attempt there and land by the UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski.
At one point, Alexander Volkanovski was a 230-pound man. He was massive. So when he gets a hold of these little dudes, he must feel like, wow, this is so unfair to get to the teeth in this weight class. But I've tackled men almost double the size.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Yair Rodriguez. Oh, another blow lands on the cut. Critical situation now. He's a bloody mess.
I want you out of that half guard. Side control.
Oh, right into mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Good work from the top here by Volkanovski. Well, you got to think he's happy with this performance here tonight. Essentially, just the way he drew it up, it's been a striking fight.
It's like a fairy tale. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and his opponent isn't doing much to try and deter him and really mess with the game plan.
Well, this UFC fight is sort of dissolving into a horror movie. I don't need to see any more damage inflicted.
You don't have to lose everything on one night. His corner can stop the fight now, and he would be mad now, but he would appreciate them later because it will extend his career going down the line.
Close guard. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Volkanovski's back in half guard. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway. Gotta be careful here.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, man, how many shots to the head can one individual take? I'm not a doctor, but that swelling suggests there might be some sort of fracture.
Yeah, there might be something wrong with him. He's so swollen, he's so beat up, but he's so tough. That is why he's still standing.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Volkanovski's in half guard.
Getting him out here.
Oh, another beautifully placed shot right on that swollen area. Referee might call for the doctor here soon.
You need to fight back.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Volkanovski.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Seconds winding down in round two.
Big right hook there by the champ.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
There's a lot of blood. He cut you open good. Ref wants to stop this fight, but you're not going to let him.
All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's going to have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, he's looking for that.
Oh, my God! He's hurt bad.
Left hand is there for Yair Rodriguez. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here. That is it!
Oh, my God!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. And here we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 26 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Man, Straya, your guy, Winday, New South Wales, Australia, Alexander Volkanovski by knockout tonight. Just another feather in this Hall of Fame cap for the Volkman.
I mean, he annihilates guys. These guys aren't in the fight. He's out there just destroying them. And tonight showed once again why he is the top of the mountain at 145 pounds.